All right, here we go. Let's do this.
Okay.
Huzzah.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow.
The Adventures of Liz and Rebecca.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber in rainy and yucky, and that's why it doesn't look very bright on camera right now for Park, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there. It's cold and wet outside.
It's cold and wet outside, and schools had delays because of ice, but there really wasn't any ice. But I think people were worried about ice, so you know.
The ice I saw falling on the radar was like high elevations.
High elevations. That makes sense. For people who live higher up than we do, I encountered no ice on my way in. Yay. And it was just above freezing as we came in today. So we're trying to film. We came in really early to get stuff done. I feel like we did, but we didn't.
We got our normal stuff done. We didn't get anything extra done.
Which for me is why I came in early, but it's okay. So we're filming a little early so we can stop a little early and maybe get a few more things done before we open the shop. Yay. Maybe?
Yay.
Okay. So we should get to it. Whee! Anyway, yeah, it's so gloomy out. I've realized I was comparing like other people's videos online. Like this isn't super high quality because we're filming on Zoom. And we could get a fancier setup or we could go back to filming on my phone.
Yeah.
But
the light, like unless we got super big lights that like
oh yeah, the lighting isn't gonna get better.
Isn't gonna change.
I mean, we could try and experiment. I don't know if that little phone stand that I have. Anyway, I digress. Sorry guys. Someday maybe we can try and experiment with that to see if it's worth it. I think part of it was sending it from my phone to my computer. Like the editing process on the other end was a pain in the bum and was taking up too much storage space, but now I do have that external hard drive, so I could send it there and delete it from my phone. I will ponder. We might try that later this week if I can find my little tripod. So, hi. So weekend progress. We had our Tuesdays are our weekends. Like, what did we do? How are our projects going day? And we had our virtual sit and stitch on Sunday. So we maybe got things done. You got hair done, right?
I did. I got just under half of my Christmas hair done. So
what does that mean? Tell the people at home what that means.
So I have all the roving and I separate it into long strips and then I wet felt it.
So it kind of looks like she's kneading dough when you see her on Zoom and you're not sure what's going on or something.
Then I got 43 done, I think, or 40.
That's impressive.
Something. Yeah. My arms are feeling it because I did 5 hours worth of
but it's not in your hair right now. It's
not in my hair right now. It'll be next weekend. I'm gonna change it out. So
okay.
Next Sunday and Monday. So
come by for Black Friday and Small Business Saturday, which is coming up next week, which is crazy to think about. And you will see Liz's new hair, or
new hair, Christmas dresses, all the fun stuff.
All the fun stuff
starting on Black Friday.
Woohoo! So a way heads up for all of y'all who shop with us from far away. Black Friday and Small Business Saturday, we're probably going to focus on in-store sales. And it's going to be spin the wheel at checkout for savings of different amounts. And then Cyber Monday, the following Monday, will be when we have some crazy fun things happening online. So if you don't want to wait till Monday, find another way to reach us on the sale days. Or if you're local and you're like, but I could save more with we're still figuring out what the Cyber Monday deals are going to be. If you're local and want to take your chances and wait till Monday, but it's hard to have an online sale that might be more than what you can save in the store while there's a sale going on in the shop. So part of our lovely podcast is you get to see the inner workings of what it is to run a small business. Anyway, all right. So
the joys.
We'll come back to that. Yeah. So I spent a good chunk of my weekend making this. And But I also made, before I show this off completely, I will show off. So the sit and stitch, this is more complicated. And I'll explain this in a second. It's more complicated than what I could handle doing during the sit and stitch. So what I made progress on during the sit and stitch is this guy, my Lara Pullover, is getting much closer with my disheveled bottoms here, is getting much closer to finishing the torso. I can double check this while we're on camera, but I'm not going to try it on. I'm probably at about 10.5 inches in sleeve separation. And I need to be at 14 before the bottom ribbing, which makes me think, because like even this guy that I made before is feeling a little short. Makes me think it's going to be a nice length. On size 11 needles, it goes fast, which is super fun. This is how much I have left. It's designed for the Mallow by Juniper Moon Farm. And this is how much I have left. I want to say, I actually did measure how much is left of my other bulky yarn on our little pocket scales from the Knitting Barber that came in that are so cute. Where's my, I thought I put it in here. Hang on. We also got new bags in. We have so many fun things in.
So many
fun things. I think I didn't put it in the pocket. I just stuck it. Aha. Here we go. Itty bitty scale from the Knitting Barber, $16. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Smaller skeins fit on it no problem, and you can still read the little display. Bigger skeins, it probably doesn't weigh perfectly. Like this is going to go over it, and I'm not gonna be able to read it. But if I brace it on there like this, I'm trying not to add to the weight. I should do this over here so y'all can see a little bit. Like, okay, there. See, there's the scale. If I do this, I can't read it. And I can kind of like, oh, since I have it on here, it's not completely, let's see. There we go. It's the display stays on for like a second after you lift it, but really not long enough to read it. Like I think that said 38 grams, point something. So then I'll try putting it up on its edge, and I'm gently touching the sides. Yeah, that says now I have 60 grams. So that was totally different. As I'm pulling it off, I'm noticing the weight change. I want to guess this is more like the 60 grams. You want to test
somewhere
it against
we have a big.
It's up there. Oh wait, it's balancing. I'm not touching it. That is so cool. It says 57 grams exactly when I'm not touching it at all. Like, I don't know how it's balancing on that, but it is. The donut is up like this. That's pretty amazing. That's kind of cool. Yeah. This is a magical scale apparently, but I don't want to make promises I can't keep. So 57 grams left of 100 grams of my third ball on this. I would like to say this might get me through the end of the torso. So my size is supposed to take 6 balls. It may only take me 5 if I can get through the torso with this and then the sleeves with 2. But we'll see. We shall see. The other thing I got a little bit of progress done on is, no, don't fall off. I talked to my knitting. Does anyone else talk to their knitting? It doesn't listen, but I talked to it. I got a little bit more. This one's bottom up. So this looks like a little skirt. I don't wear mini skirts actually. This is the bottom of my Reluctant Homeschooler, which if y'all remember, I did the sleeves bottom up on first. So 1 and 2. And now this is the whole entire back and sides of the cardigan. And I have more like 7+ inches on this now. And this is still the end of my second ball of, this is the wizard, Barocco Wizard. And let's see. Trying not to touch this very much. This is about 30, just under 30 grams left of this. So, making progress on my chunky sweaters that are on size 11 needles. And that was when we had mindless knitting that had to happen. And I don't think I've shown him off in a hot minute. So I'm doing some fun crochet stuff. And my crochet is never really tight enough. You can always see the stuffing through just a little bit. But my second gnome, this is my crochet gnome. I mean, look at all these ends that I may or may not weave in. I may just like put it under and sew it in place. He's the facial hair is not totally done. And I made part of his helmet. The helmet still needs horns. And I noticed that Irene in our make along, knit along, craft along with a K group was also noticing the same thing that I was, that the helmet is a little bit sad in terms of it's deflated, and it doesn't look deflated on the pattern writer's pattern. It doesn't say to stuff it, but I think we're both going to stuff it. So he needs little horns, and he's going to have a sword and a shield. And yeah, he's a little like oblong, like potato shape. Like if you look at his back, he doesn't have a rounded head. He's got a pointy head, and that was in the pattern. And then the helmet is round. So, and I think I also sewed the bottom part of this on a little tighter to keep it on, but that also makes it look a little bit like it comes in like a baker's hat. But I'm sure he'll still be cute when he's done.
He'll be adorable.
He'll be adorable. He's gonna have some braids and other things. There's still hair to put on him. I got sidetracked because
not a thing.
I signed up just the end of last week for our town window display for the holidays, and I wasn't going to do anything special. And then the theme is peace on earth, and I was like, well, I guess I can try to do something remotely, in line with that, but I only have a week. So I busted out this over the weekend. It's still like in case I need to stuff Antarctica some more. There's Antarctica. Was it corner crochet or something like that? It's large globe. I'll put links in the description. But Amy D found this pattern for me on Knit Night on like Friday, right? Mm-hmm. And I made it with chunky yarn instead of worsted, and it's really hard to stuff. And she warns you about that. She's like, you're gonna have to really firmly stuff this. And my problem with really firmly stuffing it is we can already start to see the stuffing through here, and you can see where I carried the green across the oceans, so it looks like moldy oceans. But from a distance, from this lovely way that the camera is a little fuzzy, it looks great. Yeah. So if nothing else, I have the earth for our peace on earth window display.
I think Sunny should hold the earth.
I had thoughts about that. Either Sunny's gonna hold it, or I was gonna have people holding hands around it. But if Sunny's holding it, then people can hold hands and we can see all the people. By people, I mean that's part of it. That's not where I was gonna start though. By people, I mean any gnomes I finish, and our Princess Bride characters that my friend Kristen made for us. Like, we're gonna hobble this together because I think things need to be done by Friday, and it's Tuesday. It might feel like Monday to us, but it's Tuesday. So look, isn't that cool though? We've got Africa and Asia, and it's really funny because we're seeing the flipped image, so my brain is kind of messing up on what I should be seeing. We've got Australia, Europe was over here.
I like Hawaii sticking out in the middle of the...
Yeah, look, there's Hawaii. We got Hawaii. We have North America and Mexico. And see, yeah, because I had to stuff it, it stretched some of Mexico and Central America in here, and South America. And there's Antarctica. And there is Greenland. And there's Iceland. And yeah, I think this is pretty gosh darn cool for the amount of time I had. This is why patterns are awesome. Someone else figured this out for me, and all I had to do was make it. So I think I'm okay with sewing this in. I'm not super happy with the shape of it, and Liz tried to like make excuses and stuff, and I'm like,
it's
no,
not excuses, it's a thing.
Well, you're talking about tides and how the Earth really isn't spherical, but I'm not going for like what it really looks like. What the real globe looks like. I'm going for someone to recognize this, which people think of it as being
recognizable.
Yeah. Okay, good. Because I'm like, And of course, yeah, the spots where I changed color, I left really long floats inside to leave room for stuffing. And by leaving those long floats inside, some of where I changed color is a little gappy now. But again, I wasn't going for perfection.
I think you're obsessing,
I am.
but I think it is
Hug the world.
completely recognizable as
Okay.
the world, the globe, the
Let me know what
Yes.
y'all think, especially like I put pictures in my Instagram that I think look better. I have a reel I put in my Instagram. I took the sound effect that's from Thor, where he's like the rock guy is like, well, it's like a circle. It's like a really weird circle, but a circle. And I did all the making pictures from this. It's in my stories if you want longer shots of it for the next day. I might put the photos up for if people want to see it longer than and clearer than here. If Sunny's holding it, we have to figure out what side should be out, or like we'll figure it out. I think the Pacific Ocean can be against his chest so we can see more of it, you know. We'll figure it out. We will update y'all as we do our window display. We'll have to put pictures because unless we well, we could take you on a field trip. We'll see how we go. It'll be up for all of December. It's just, I think the competition happens earlier so they can put up awards by a certain date. So, so that was the big thing that I worked on this weekend. Kind of took up all my time. I brought in the sketches I have for the shirts I'm hoping to make. I have to wait. It might take a while to hear back from our local t-shirt maker. I think she's really busy right now, but I worked on drawings for it. I'm very excited. So, again, our Viking shirts that we've been talking about so much. Here's my thought is we'll have, it probably won't be this big, but in the corner on the front, we will have our dragon for us. Ooh, and this got a little wet on the back. But luckily I did the backside on the backside of this piece of paper. Hopada. Something along lines of this. I'm going to work with our t-shirt designer and she might change the font. She might do things, but on the back, I want our Viking with, I came, I saw, I pillaged. I think it's going to be awesome. As soon as we have a design put together and a quote for how much it might cost to make the shirts, we will start taking pre-orders. So that was fun. I got to draw a little bit. Not super fancy, just, you know, some basics. But I'm excited. So, you know, that's important, right? I'm trying to think if there's anything else we should show off this morning, but we have so much work to do. We are hoping and expecting a visit from Shannon Dunbabin tomorrow, who is one of the co-owners of Cascade Yarns. She's going to be here in the morning just to see the shop and show us some new fun yarns that we probably can't order right now, but then we could see them, you know. So there's a lot of things we're hoping to get streamlined and in place, and it's a lot. So I had thoughts about what we were going to put on sale tomorrow, and then some of them have already sold, like the new products we have from the Knitting Barber. We have so little in stock. I don't know if we're going to do that as our sale item because we have so little in stock. But we have very limited quantities. We'll talk about them sometime, but it may not be tomorrow. So check them out online. In the meantime, I have other thoughts for tomorrow. Other new colors of a yarn we got in that's really fun. Or we have another set of new products, like side accessory fun things that we got in from Chowgu. So
we have lots we could.
That's the problem.
And as normal, we won't know until tomorrow. So,
yeah.
You know.
So it's a lot of things we have in the shop we have in limited quantity right now. So it's pretty much you could wait till it goes on sale, but we might not have the stock of what you want by the time it goes on sale. So you may just want to get it now. But I will work to get the links for all of these things into our description. So in case anything I've shown you today, you're like, ooh, I want to make that. So, yeah, I have so many projects going. There's so many things I want to be working on. Did I show off the pressed flowers to them? Maybe I did that on Thursday.
I think you did that on Thursday.
I think. But tell us if you haven't seen the pressed flowers on the YouTube channel, and I'll make sure. I'd like to get more of it done. I have like this, and and it might have to be on hold until after the window display is done. So I think this week is going to be all window display when I have time to focus, which is not now, and it's not during sit and stitch.
We
What?
we have so much to do. And my sister was like, well, how come you can't get all that done during the day? And I was like, because we have Vikings coming in.
Vikings come and pillage. I mean, and Friday we were hoping, since it's a rainy day because the remnants of the hurricane came through, that we'd be able to get stuff done. And then people came out shopping in the driving rain. So like today is going to be a rainy day. And so we can hope, I mean, it's also cold. It was not cold on Friday.
No.
We can hope that means people will stay home. But that's the catch-22 is people coming into shop is a good problem to have because we need to sell yarn. And we need to sell yarn, right? So it's like we don't really want people to stay away because then we don't sell yarn and we can't get more yarn. But oh my gosh, we have so much to do. Anyway, yeah, so it's wigging me out that my name tag, having lines on my sweater is not a good thing because
your name tag was in wrong spot.
What?
Was in the wrong spot, like covering a line.
No, it was not parallel to the lines.
Oh.
And it's not going to stay parallel to the lines, but I can try. A girl can dream, you know? Man, the other thing, so I'll share a really quick Avi story and then we should go do things to get ready for opening the shop. We will have time because we started filming early, but we still have a list of things to do. So middle of the night, Kat wakes me up a couple nights ago. And I think it might have been because the fountain was making noises and things. You know, so because he's been waking me up in the middle of the night complaining and I'm worried that he's sick or something, but I don't think he is. I don't think he is. So I went downstairs to check everything out. I might have filled up the fountain, done some other stuff. And I sometimes when he gets me up middle of the night, early morning, he wants food in his little boppy toy. And this wasn't there was another day when I realized I hadn't put his boppy toy down. And, you know, he's very possessive of this thing. And that was one day I figured out why he was mad at me is because I hadn't put it down the night before. So he had nothing to do. This time, though, his little toy that he can hit and food comes out of, I picked it up and I shook it and I'm like, there's still food in there. He's fine. He doesn't need this. I put it down and I walked away to go upstairs and he attacked me. He said, he basically was like, why didn't you put more food in that? When I checked to make sure that he had food and he had food. Mm-hmm. But still, he decided that because I didn't put new fresh food in it, he was mad at me. So, and I was not wearing anything on my legs. And now I'm going to have a new set of scars because it was like,
I liked yesterday's text that you sent that you took a nap yesterday afternoon and Avi must have thought you were dead because he was trying to get under the covers.
He didn't lick my face or anything. He didn't say, hey, I want to snuggle. He just went, guess it's time to hibernate. And I woke up because he was trying to stick his face under the covers, like right next to my face. He was trying to get under. And he was like, you know, if you can't beat him, join him. So, yeah. I actually got up then, which probably annoyed him even more.
He was probably like, I bet it's really warm there.
Yeah, I think he was. You know. The reason I'm not moving is it's warm under the covers. So even though I woke up at 4:45 this morning and couldn't really get back to sleep, I got a nap yesterday. So in theory, I'm rested. So we have knit night tonight. We have virtual sit and stitch tonight, which is from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. It is now Eastern Standard Time officially, but I'll just say Eastern because it's easier, of the US. And you get into Zoom with the shop phone number 828-877-3550. And what else? We will put something on sale tomorrow. I don't know what it will be right now, but we will tell you about it tomorrow and decide right before we film, probably. And then,
Between 8:45 and 9:15, we'll decide.
yeah, depending on, we could film early again, if we come in early, but we haven't decided that yet. So, no show notes, people. And then Thursdays, dear Becky and Lizzie, we have a couple of questions that have rolled over from last week.
And we have a couple of new ones. So we have.
If you would like to get in the queue for potential answers on a Thursday, you can write us. You can write us a cute little card at Sun Dragon Art and Fiber, 35 South Broad Street, Brevard, North Carolina, 28712. Or you can email
Liz at sundragonartandfiber.com.
because she is the keeper of the questions. And then Friday, we'll have another virtual sit and stitch from 7 to 9 p.m. And again, it's the shop phone number to get in. And our next Sunday, so we've had our November Sunday dual platform virtual sit and stitch. It is archived on Facebook if you want to go watch it. If you'd like to join us live for the next Sunday afternoon one, that is going to be December 11th. It's a Sunday because that's the day we can do it. Fairy Hair, she is coming back December 17th. That's what worked out in both of our schedules. She's not coming in November. She's coming back to tie in the sparklies. December 17th, I finally have a link for it. I'll try to put it in here, but I have put it up on our regular website, which is just sundragonartandfiber.com. I have put up a link, and I might even add an event to Facebook so you can find it to sign up, or you can contact us and we'll send you, we can email you the link. All kinds of options, right? So, yeah, I think that's it. I feel like, we only filmed for maybe a half an hour this time-ish, but we have a lot to do. So we brought you up to speed. We have so much to do. We don't have much to show because mountains of yarn.
I knit a row or two on my new textured sweater. I'm in the middle of the raglan increases, so it doesn't look like anything's happening. Well, the texture will happen after that, right? On the sleeves.
The texture will have messages. It's subliminally broadcasting to everyone.
This one's dedicated to my mom.
Oh my. Oh my. We love our moms. We do. So, I don't say that sarcastically. I say that honestly. So I think that's going to be it for now. We have so many new things that are coming in. Just check with us. Check the online shop if you're curious about what's going on, and we'll show you things as we can. All right. Everybody have a good day. We will see you later. And we're off. I have to go to the bank and to the post office, and I don't even know, but bye.
Bye.